Hey guys, welcome to Tommy's Holiday. Ready for 2 days at Joshua Tree? An 800,000 acre national park where the Mojave Desert meets the Sonora Desert, and the only place where the Joshua Tree can be found. The best times to visit the park is spring and fall when the weather is at its absolute best. I'm visiting the north side of the park first, however there are two entrances, one at Joshua Tree and one at 29 Palms. We'll check out both. During this 2-day visit, I'm exploring the nature hikes, which are short and fairly easy, ranging from 100 feet like Skull Rock, just off the roadside, up to 2 miles for the Hidden Valley hike. During the 2 days, we will hike all the nature trails and check out the camping sites within the park and see which are best for teardrop campers. It's a great time at Joshua Tree. Welcome to Tommy's Holiday. I'm here for an early morning check-in at the 29 Palms Visitor Center to get a map and entry pass. The fee is $30 for a week unless you have the America the Beautiful pass. Unfortunately, I forgot mine at home, so I'm paying today. This day, I'm looking forward to hiking Arch Rock, Split Rock, and Skull Rock. While at the Visitor Center, I'm going to take a quick hike around the Oasis of Mara. It's an ADA accessible pathway with some informational signage about the native plants along the path. Driving into the park, I show my pass at the entry shack, and I'm on my way. There are informational signs along the roadway at points of interest. Stop and enjoy. Pulled into the Twin Tanks parking lot, which is across the street from the Arch Rock Trail. It's a rocky, sandy trail. Watch for cars. Pay attention to the signage, as there are several trails when you get to the intersection across the street. I took a detour onto the California Riding and Hiking Trail by accident. And mile 31 of this trail, which I believe heads all the way back to the Visitor Center. Although this was a little bit of a blunder, heading on the trail back to the Visitor Center, still a beautiful little hike. Saw a bunny rabbit, a little cottontail rabbit. Okay, back at the start. Apparently I had read this sign wrong and went straight ahead because it looked so inviting, but I was wrong. It's this way. Now I'm on the Arch Rock Trail. The Arch Rock site, looking for the arch. Up the stairs to the Arch Rock. Nice arch and plenty of boulders around for some cool, narrow pathways. I could spend all day here exploring this. Should I have brought lunch? We're at the Heart Rock off the Arches Trail. Down into the valley. Heart Rock, amazing and beautiful. Now back to the car. The Split Rock Trail is a 2-mile loop through the boulders And this area gets its name from all the fractures in the boulders. The hike starts walking through all these boulders and then into the desert on a well-traveled path for a bit. You might see some lizards or bunnies running around. There are rock stairs that help the hiker get out of the dry creek beds. Halfway through the hike is where you'll encounter the massive split rocks. Enjoy this portion of the hike. It is beautiful. Hiking on the way out through the boulders, you'll run into a lot of pinyon pines, which will give you some much needed shade.
Scramble through the little bushes here. Make a little left turn, head up to those rocks, and there is Skull Rock. People having fun on Skull Rock.
I don't think this is fun.
Okay,
Back at camp, Joshua Tree Lake Campground, just outside the park, what a great day. The plan for day 2 is to enter the park at the Joshua Tree entrance and hike Hidden Valley and Barker Dam. See what other adventures are out there before stopping at Keys View. Day 2, starting at the Joshua Tree entrance and checking out the visitor center before driving into the park. I'm visiting on Saturday, and you can expect to see a long line of cars at the entry gate, but I have my pass and am ready to go. On the drive in, I'm stopping at Quail Springs picnic area to make a pit stop. This is a great spot for breakfast and coffee. Check out the rock climbing class in progress. Looks like fun. This side of Joshua Tree is excellent for rock climbers, and we will see more along the journey today. Stop at Hemingway for rock climbing, banana cracks, and hiking. It's worth a stop and a hike around the boulders. You might even hear the climbers yell as the rocks get hot and they slip into the banana cracks. The Hidden Valley hike is amazing and one of my favorites. From the trailhead, you hike through a narrow boulder field entrance to get back into the valley. During the cattle rustling days of the Wild West, one could find herds of cattle roaming around. This trail is an easy 1-mile loop through the valley with the rock formations all around. There's one way in and one way out. There are many pinyon pine trees dotting the valley floor, and you'll see a few penguin jays flying around. This is a good place for rock climbing. Check out the Great Buritto rock formation, and you may see a climber or two.
Lots of trees. Lots of trees.
Finish the hike back through the narrow passageway that we came into the lake. Here at Barker Dam, an easy 1-mile loop that allows one to see the old dam built in the late 1800s for watering the cattle. Nice hike into the area through boulders and pinyon pine trees with juniper shrubs around the path.
Thanks.
And this is the best part of the hike. On the weekend, this is a very popular hike. Bring a picnic lunch if you can. This dry lake bed, which was once the watering hole for a cattle ranch in the 1800s. It should be noted that the rainfall in Joshua Tree is about a quarter of what it was in the 1800s when the lake was full. When you arrive at the old Barker Dam structure, take a walk in the dry lake bed before having your lunch. Hiking back out is beautiful through the valley and all the Joshua trees around. Next stop is Cap Rock. Just around the corner from the picnic area, we see some more rock climbers. Cap Rock Nature Trail is an easy 3/10 of a mile loop around the boulder feature.
Benches along the way.
This is a very cool path and some interesting passageways through some boulders.
Cool path. In between the rocks.
Don't forget, good rock climbing here. Driving up to Keys View is relaxing and beautiful. Lots of Joshua trees along the way. Upon arrival, you walk up a paved pathway and see the informational sign and a spectacular view of the Coachella Valley and Salton Sea. What a great way to end a day of hiking in Joshua Tree. Remember, some days are simply made for an adventure. While in Joshua Tree, I was able to find a few campgrounds that were perfect for teardrop camping. However, they are all on a first-come basis, so you have to get there early. Cost is $15 per night. Unless you have the America the Beautiful pass, then it's $7.50 a night. Shade is difficult, so look for a big boulder site. The best teardrop campgrounds are Bella at the 29 Palms entrance, White Tank at 29 Palms, Hidden Valley at the Joshua Tree entrance. Like and subscribe to Tommy's Holiday for more hiking and teardrop adventures.